Good morning. My name is Benjamin Flowers Jr., and I'm running for the office of Vice President for ILA Local 1422. Okay. This video is an opportunity for me to kind of speak to you one on one. I know it's a little difficult around the Union Hall now because we kind of missing each other a lot because you can't stay in the hall after the hiring, and they're giving you a hard time as far as us having a debate and those type of things. But this is my opportunity to meet with you and tell you what would like to do as your vice president. Some of the things I care about and some of what my vision is for the local. Uh, Made me a little cheat sheet. So number one is training. Training. Okay. We have, for the last 10 years or so, we haven't been consistent with the training. Some of the guys that came in, I would say in 13, few of them got trained in the beginning, and somewhere in between, I don't know, 15 or whatnot, 15 on up, it just kind of slacked off, you know what I mean? So you got some guys right now been here almost 10 years now, almost, I know, 8 years for sure, and they haven't even had their lashing certification. And just a few months ago, some people were just getting their forklift certification. I don't even understand how a man can make it for his family and been here all this time and don't have all the certifications. What we got to remember is this: 16 jobs out of a 20-man gang, certified drivers, your top, and your truck drivers, top man, and your lashers. So that's 3/4 of that workforce. Um, how you guys made it, I don't know. And the new groups of people that's coming through, if it took these guys 8 years, I mean, I don't know how long you'll be here with the present administration and how they have been doing things, how long before you get all 4 year certifications. Okay, so my job as vice president is to make sure I tackle that from the beginning. Okay. As a rank and file, I'm already kind of tackling it because when the international asked for an extension back in February, I told the Labor Department, well, why would they ask for an extension? They really hadn't been doing the training during the first 18 months. Okay. I guess the Labor Department got back with them and said, hey, listen, I mean, what's going on with this training? So ever since February of this year, I noticed they've been ramping up the training. They brought back the lift class. They brought back some truck driving classes. Then they even hired 2 more instructors. So you got 4 instructors now. So evidently somebody must have said something to them. And I truly believe it's because of the pressure that we put on them with the grievance to come out of trusteeship. They still ultimately had to bring us out. They lost the grievance. But, thank God you guys are getting trained in some of those activities. We still need the lashing certification. It's no doubt. I mean, I just noticed yesterday we had a call back for some lashes, and I'm like, what? So every man is supposed to be able to use his seniority to his best advantage. There's nothing wrong with you doing that. Okay? The union has an obligation to make sure that management fulfills their end of the contract to get you trained. Okay, so that's our position. That's my position. That's what I'm gonna fight for. Number two, and the reason why I'm gonna fight for this because of the 35 cranes. That means 35 gangs, container gangs, and this is only the container gangs. We're not talking about the car boat, the cruise boat, and what whatever other job opportunities as vice president and your president and your contract committee, we will be able to sit down and negotiate with management for you to have. So you got to think about it like this. But we're going to deal with just the container cranes. Next 5 to 7 years, we're going to have 35 cranes. It's almost like the port is going to double in size. So if you're here now and you're trying to make your hours, if you're a new person, right, You want to be certified in these jobs because these jobs is going to just keep piling on and keep piling on. You see, 600 ships sitting off the coast. So for the next, I don't know, 6, 8 months, you know, things are going to be busy elsewhere. Charleston is going to be extremely busy if we get our stuff together. And that means we need somebody here in Charleston focusing on the issues of Charleston. And that's another reason why I like to be your vice, because I mean, I'll be here focusing on those issues. And I'll keep you fully informed on what's going on. And I'll ask you questions. You know what I mean? We're gonna have meetings where we discuss our issues. I don't. I'm not threatened by the fact that a young man that's standing 15 or 14 or something like that might have a really good idea. Hey, bring it to the table. You know what? Brother so and so's got a good idea. Sister so and so's got a good idea. I'd like to make a motion that we move forward on that. You know, do anyone second the motion? You know, let's bring our minds together to deal with what we got. But I got off track. Okay, 35 cranes is what we got to focus on. 35 big gangs, 35 lashing gangs. Now, ain't no way in the world you're going to tell me what we got now, we'll be able to deal with that. If we had 25 cranes, we got 25 now. If we had 25 gangs go out this morning in 2 big carboards, we would have been stuck. So we got to prepare for our best day. So that's why we have to ramp up this training, okay? And I believe I got the ability to sit down with management and make sure they don't slip on this. And if not, we're gonna get training. We take it back. We'll do the training ourselves, and we'll apply for the training dollars and let the union handle training this on people. You know what I mean? And then send them to management for the final exam. Guess what? Problem solved. Consistent training for union members and non-members. Okay? The workforce will be ready for the increase in work. Okay. Let me go number 3. Union rights. Wow. That's a big one. Most of you haven't even seen union rights. Union rights is all spelled out in your Constitution and bylaws. Well, we got to get Constitution and bylaws ratified. Again, we got them. They're just not following them. Okay, so my job as being one of your executive board members is to make sure that we solidify your Constitution and bylaws, and me as your vice president with other executive board members, we make sure we get them into your hands. Then I'll have meetings, we'll have some read-alongs or whatnot to where we read the bylaws, I'm happy when the members start saying, well, the bylaws say this or the bylaws would say that in reference to any situation and circumstance. There's no more just making up rules as you go, like what we're dealing with right now. Okay? And it's important because the only way for your voice to be protected is if we protect the next person's voice. All right? So everyone will be covered by our Constitution, bylaws, work rules, local contract, master contract, equally in a administration that Ben Flowers is a part of. Okay? And it's been like that when I was a trustee. So that's very important that we get our union rights back to the union so we can operate like a union. I said before in one of my previous videos is that the reason why we got the job is because we got the union. Okay? The job don't come along without the union. You'd be like working at Denton Shipyard or something. You know what I mean? Or you'd be in a job where you can get hired and fired as quick as you drop a hat. You got protection because you are a part of a union. The people that's running this union right now, I think, did the best they could. Okay? But we deserve better. And we demand better. So let's get better. Let's do better. You know? Finally, fairness. Okay? What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. I know you done heard that before. but it's like you didn't listen the first time. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. You should want for your brother what you want for yourself. Um, and that's simple. I mean, grandmama taught us that. You know, mom and daddy taught us that. That's the basic principle of living in a civilized society and or being a part of a civilized organization. The rules apply to everybody. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to end this tape. I wish you a wonderful day, and will God bless you and your family, and may God bless the ILA. I always wanted to say that. It's like, like you're running for president. You know what I mean? All right, you have a good day.